members in the team, from the questions taking to the question presenting, it takes a lot of efforts. First of all, I would like to thank everyone, a team of Infinity Learn and the team of Sri Chaitanya, all the deans, all the principals, and especially the students who shared their questions after the JEE Main session gets over. However, my dear student, today is the last day. Our team is also very finding difficult because the questions, the students are very less in this shift and the questions also are very limited. But though still it is very difficult to collect the question today because all the students, they ran, they were not interested in talking to the faculty members. However, they were not interested in giving the interviews and the feedback of the paper. However, though these things happened with us, but still we anyhow managed a set of the questions which we will be bringing within 10 minutes. So the PPT team, they're typing the questions, and we got some questions of physics, we got some questions of math, and we got some questions of chemistry. Now guys, how do you feel that how did the April attempt went in comparison to the January attempt? You may also have seen that the type of the questions that came in the January attempt were actually a bit lengthier in mathematics. Now we found out the paper was not so difficult, it was conceptual. However, the difficulty level has also reduced in the math section particularly, and the time taking to actually attempt all the 25 questions is also less. So this time expecting, if you want to secure 99.9 percentile, previously the student who got 224 marks, 220 marks, even 218 marks in few shifts, those students got 99.9 percentile. But now, my dear students, you will observe there will be a inflated scores, because whatever the score we got in the January attempt, in comparison to that in the April attempt, the students are very ready for that. They got extra 2 months for the preparation. However, the paper also came easier this time. So you might be observing a inflation of 20 to 25 marks across all the shifts of the JEE Mains. So this time, if you want to secure 99.9 percentile, the safest score would be around 235 to 245. Minimum, it should be barely 238. 238 plus, if you're getting in easiest shift or the toughest shift, I would say that would be the safest score to get 99.9 percentile. So my dear students, if you get a 99.9 percentile and even plus, so definitely you will be able to get a good college, good NIT, as well as a dream branch in it. Let's say you're planning for a computer science, so, or you're planning for electronics, you're planning for any other branch. So whatever the branch you are planning for, so in the good decent NIT, you'll be able to get that branch. So my dear students, this time in comparison to the January attempt, marks versus percentile, you will observe there is an inflation in the score that you will be seeing in the results. I am just predicting, but I am sure about it because the kind of the paper the NTA has given this time, based on that data, I am predicting in front of you that this time you will observe the inflation of 15, minimum 15 to 20 marks across all the shifts, whether it is a easier shift or it is a toughest shift. So I would recommend, my dear students, all those students who are getting 240 plus or 235 plus score out of 300, they can expect 99.9 plus percentile. However, if you have to score 90 plus percentile, my dear, 99 percentile, or even 98 plus percentile, so I would say safest score will be 180 plus. I'll also bring up the video on our channel to just showcase you that what is the marks versus percentile of the January and what will be in the April. The comparison, both the comparison I'll make in the video and I'll post it on this channel. So please, if you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it, because as the day of the results come, we'll release more informative videos. However, we are also planning for one advanced batch where we are starting from the 13th of April, and that batch will go till 1 month. Every day there will be 4.5 hours of session with you. Daily math, physics, chemistry will be there. And all those students who got 95 plus percentile, that means who got the eligibility of the JEE Advanced, in the session 1, they would be offered with a huge amount of the scholarships. However, who got 99 plus percentile, their enrollment will be almost free. So my dear students, we will be very soon sharing the form, Google form with you. Just fill in your information in that Google form. Our academic counselors will get in touch with you and they will brief you an idea that what we will be covering in the JEE Advanced batch. See, this batch, this crash course is really important for the JEE Advanced, because definitely that will help you to boost your score in the IIT journey. Let's say you're good with the JEE Mains course. You're good for the NIT. You have secured your place in the NIT. But let's say if you're dreaming for getting admission into IIT, so let's start with the crash course preparation for the JEE Advanced as well. Even though if you have not prepared around the year, but I assume that this 1 month, crucial month, is really very important for you to give your best for the understanding of the concepts and the type of the questions they ask in the JEE Advanced. That's why, my dear students, this course will be very important for you. So, दोस्तों मैं सोच रहा हूँ जेई करूँ तो आप क्या कहोगे, करूँ या नहीं? किसान का बेटा हूँ और 11th में ओनली स्कूल लेवल किया है, अब 12th में. So everyone has to try one time, because you will feel after the 12th examination that how will I be able to enter into the college? How will I be able to get a good placement in the college, because I am not qualified JEE. So that is the reason, my dear students, whatever background you belong to, wherever you belong to in India, whichever part you live in, I would recommend you to take our online course for the JEE, and better to start in the grade 12th. If you enroll in the grade 12th, we will be first of all covering the grade 12 syllabus so that it may be continuous with your school syllabus. However, as soon as the grade 12 syllabus will get over at the in the month of the August or in the month of September or October, then after that in the revision, the grade 11th important topics will also be taken care. So till January, we'll make sure that all the grade 11th and 12 concepts are being covered. This is how we used to go in our Infinity Learns program. Infinity Learn program offered a wide range of the programs, offering to the students of the grade 11th as well as 12th. Even if you have not studied in the grade 11th, then also you can enroll in the grade 12th. In grade 12th, we'll train you for grade 11th and grade 12th both before the JEE attempt. And we will be planning the syllabus in such a way that you should have covered everything before the January attempt. So January attempt is very close now. If you have to give the exam in the JEE 2027, so definitely that will be the month of January 2027. Almost 8 to 9 months are remaining from now. So for this 8 months, just start from today itself, enroll into the course, and then definitely you'll be seeing, observing a huge amount of outcome in the January attempt. So guys, this was overall analysis that I give you in comparison to the January attempt, whatever the scores, whatever the percentile that the student got in the January attempt. This time you will observing that there will be an inflation of 15 to 20 marks across all the shifts. I'm saying across all the shifts, whatever the marks the student got in the January attempt, let's say for 99 percentile, the student got 230 marks in the January attempt. This time they have to get 245 or they have to get 250 marks in the April shift, because the paper level in the April shift has reduced and there will be a lot of competition. You will observe that the toppers even will have to face a lot of competition. In January attempt, there were only 2 students who got 300 out of 300. But in the April attempt, I am assuming that 8 to 10 students, and even more than 10 also, I am assuming minimum 8 students will be there all across India who will be securing 300 out of 300 score in the April attempt. So this much level of competition you will be able to observe in the April attempt, guys. So this is all overall analysis related to the marks versus percentile, as well as we'll make some videos related to the cutoff also, that if you are able to secure this much of marks, you can actually plan for your IIT journey. That means you can start preparing for the JEE Advanced. First of all, the students have to prepare for mains, and if they have did well in the JEE Mains examination, definitely they also have to look for the JEE Advanced preparation. Now only 1 month is remaining, guys. So for that reason, we are launching one crash course. So that is the reason I'm telling you, please join that crash course. There is a Google form being shared in the, sir, please share the Google form also in the chat section. And there will be Google form being shared in the chat section. If you fill your information in the Google form, definitely our academic counselors will get in touch with you and they will guide you. They will guide you actually to how to get to the advanced crash course. 13 April is the first date where we will be starting with the advanced session. Okay, every day 4.5 hours of the sessions will be delivered to you in all the 3 subjects, and we will specifically target those questions which are really very important for the 2026 advanced examination. So guys, this is all overall analysis. Very soon our teachers of math, physics and chemistry, they'll be coming up with the questions to have a discussion with you. My dear student, they'll be coming up with a discussion of the questions. However, I'm just telling you that JEE Mains question in this shift particularly, there are less in quantity, less in numbers, But let's say we have got round about 20 to 25 questions till now. So those 20 to 25 questions we'll be taking first of all in front of you. So we have with us our math teacher, Bharat sir, and he will be taking the mathematics section. We'll be beginning with the mathematics section first of all. We'll start with a decent amount of the questions of the mains 2026 last attempt. So welcome, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
Great, sir. Great, sir.
Yeah.
Although, sir, it seems to be that the students are not expecting a kind of the question, but they're expecting a kind of the feedback related to the April, and they're also expecting from us that how they have to plan for their advanced journey.
Exactly, sir. Yeah, dear students. So first of all, thank you, sir. And almost we've done January, April session. JEE main part of 2026 is closed.
Yes.
So all of you, first of all, congratulate all the students for your greater efforts over couple of years. You worked hard for this, and of course, the main course is waiting, JEE Advanced. Yes. And I think all of you know that we are having crash course for JEE Advanced from April 13th. 1 month crash course we are going to give. There we are going to extend number of classes, mock tests, paper discussions, everything will be there. So here in the description box we have given the link. Please give your data, and based on your percentile you will get attractive discounts as well. So dear students.
So sir, they're asking one of the question that is very common among the students, that in the April and January attempt, what should be the minimum cutoff that I would find myself to be eligible for the JEE Advanced preparation out of 300?
Out of 300, sir, what do you say, sir?
So I would say nearly 95 percentile if you have got in the January attempt.
Yes, sir.
So and you belong to a general category, then we can start with the advanced preparation.
You see, sir, 90 to 93 percentile, I am expecting the cutoff will be around 92 percentile, sir. General category. Okay. So all those candidates, you can have the wide chance to attempt advanced, because advanced skill is different. Some student may, because they solve the questions in depth and all, they may be a bit slow. Yes. So this is why, because you didn't get good percentile in JEE Main, you need to give up advanced is not a right idea.
Yeah.
So you can give a try for advanced.
Everyone has.
Do you remember in JEE Advanced, even 30% of marks also, it matters. There is a chance to get seat in some IIT. So this is why, if you have the skill to attempt different kind of questions with analysis, because in advanced altogether, sir, per subject, paper 1, if you take around 18 questions will have.
Yes.
And most of the student can attempt.
Cutoff is also very less.
Yeah, most of the student can attempt only 50%.
Yes.
That means 9 questions only. Yes. So altogether, math, physics, chemistry, around, if you could attempt 27 questions or 25 questions, yes, you have a chance to attempt JEE Advanced, and there is a scope.
Qualify,
you can enter into IITs.
Yes, yes.
So
you would suggest, if you have got 92 plus percentile in the January attempt, yes, so better to go for this crash course, sir.
100%.
And if you belong to general category, however, if you belong to a reserve category, yes, so even though if you have less than 5%, let's say minus 92 minus 5, so 87, 88, yes, or 87, 86 also. So if you are in this range.
My suggestion is, whoever qualify for JEE Advanced, please give an attempt. Yes. It is a lifetime memory.
Yes.
You see, getting qualified itself a great success. After that, you sincerely try for 1 month is a huge time.
Yes.
You can shape your preparation, you can shape your problem solving skill, and you choose the right mentor, work well. If you are perfect with 50% of the syllabus. Yes. And most important point is, dear students, JEE Advanced ka, we can expect around 40% of the questions can be answered with the help of JEE Mains level knowledge.
Yes.
You don't require JEE Advanced means it is very difficult. We cannot attempt. All questions will be very
not all questions are difficult. Yes.
So please keep that point in mind.
So 30 to 40% will be of the mains level. Yes.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
And most of the questions will
and
belong
40%
to chemistry.
If you could score in JEE Advanced, yes, P1, P2 together.
Yeah.
Do remember 40% will give you around 5,000 rank.
Yes.
5 to 6,000 rank you will get, sir.
Understood, sir.
And most importantly, please do remember one point. So JEE Advanced, you need to qualify in all the 3 subjects.
Yes.
That is the only major difference between mains and advanced. If you could take care of that point, it is not that difficult to attempt JEE Advanced.
All right, sir. So you can continue with the
yes, sir.
questions.
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, dear students, we have a few math questions here. Today's paper also, like earlier shifts, it is as usual, easy to moderate math paper. Few questions were lengthy, few questions are just easy to moderate, we can say. So sir might have explained the memory based questions, how the sessions went, the previous one. Now we shall go to math questions, dear students. Yeah, so all of you please give your information here, please enroll with us, we'll take care of your JEE Advanced preparation, right? And in this batch, so math will be taught by myself, physics by Mr. Anuruddha sir, and chemistry by Dr. Sarfraz sir. Okay, right. So a few questions we've received. So alpha is a number given up to 40 terms. Okay. Yeah. Right. You see, you can observe here 3 plus 4 consecutive numbers 7, 8 plus 9, 17 consecutive numbers, 3 plus 14, you will get 27, and so on. You can feel like this is a pattern with 20 terms, 7 plus 17 plus 27 plus and so on, 20 terms which is in AP. So in this AP, sum of n terms n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into common difference d is 10. So which is going to be 10 into, you can write 190 plus 14, 204, which is 2040. Now here he said alpha by 1020 will become 2. So this is tan square beta. This is the root of this quadratic equation. You see, what are the roots of this quadratic equation? So by observation itself, we can say one root is minus 1, other root is 2. So tan square beta cannot be negative. So tan square beta must be 2 here. Once tan square beta is 2, you need to find sin square beta plus 3 cos square beta. Sin square beta plus cos square beta is 1 plus 2 cos square beta is left. You need to find cos square beta. You write it as sin square beta by, or else you can write is equal to 2 cos square beta. So you write this is 1 minus cos square beta is equal to 2 cos square beta, and hence 3 cos square beta is 1. Cos square beta will become 1 by 3. You just substitute here 1 plus 2 by 3, which is going to be 5 by 3 is the right answer for this. A simple question, you can comfortably answer this particular question. Right, dear students? It's a AP problem, AP sum of n terms, then simple trigonometric simplification. Right? The next, you see this question, a person has 3 different bags and 4 different books. 3 different bags, 4 different books. 4 different books, say A, B, C, D, are to be distributed into 3 different bags, say P, Q, R, such that no bag is empty. Here, most important thing is these are different, these are different. Number of ways of arranging this into 3 bags such that no bag is empty is the concept of number of onto functions. So M, it has 4 elements, second set N has 3 elements. Number of onto functions is n power m minus nc1 into n minus 1 power m plus nc2 into n minus 2 power m. The pattern follows like this. So which is 3 power 4 minus 3c1 into 3 minus 1 power 4 plus 3c2 into 3 minus 2 power 4. The next it goes to 0. 3 power 4 is going to be 81. 16 into 3, 48, plus this is 3. So which is, you can write here 84 minus 48. If you take out 50, which is 34, you can say 36 is going to be the answer for this. Right? Fine. The next, dear students, this question. This is quite 3 sin inverse 6 by 11 is given. Beta is 3 cos inverse 4 by 11 is given. It takes only principal values. Cos inverse of alpha plus beta greater than 0. Are here cos inverse, unless alpha plus beta is something like, you see, cos inverse of alpha plus beta range is always closed 0 to pi. There is no chance that this is equal to 0 because this is 4 by 9. This is, you can just find cos of alpha plus beta, or you can clearly it belongs to 0 to pi. So cos inverse of alpha negative is always, I can say, impossible. If you have a doubt for this, you just try to find alpha by 3 plus beta by 3 if you take sin inverse 6 by 11. So approx you can feel like 6 by 12 is 1 by 2. So sin inverse 6 by 12 is 1 by 2. Denominator is decreased, so value is more. Sin inverse 1 by 2 is 30 degrees. So it is slightly more than 30. It is near around 90, greater than 90, 90 to 100 degrees around. Let us suppose cos inverse, this is also 4 by 8 is 1 by 2. So denominator increase, value reduce. Cos 60 degrees is cos inverse 1 by 2 is 60 degrees. Since this 4 by 9 is smaller than 1 by 2, it is slightly more than 60, right? So 62 degrees around, it is around 186 degrees, and 180 around 90, you will get 180 and 90, it cannot be an answer like, so pi by 2 kind of, right? So there is no chance that this is equal to 0, so definitely it must be positive only. Cos inverse output is always closed 0 to pi, so unless it is 0, you see, unless it is 0, so otherwise it is positive itself. For these angles it is not going to be 0, so we can feel like first statement is correct, second statement is false always. The next, this question, a bar, b bar are given such that, you see this question, this statement implies 2a bar plus 3b bar, yeah, this is actually, this is c bar. In the question it is given c bar, 2a bar plus 3b bar cross c bar is equal to 0 bar, right? So now I can say that 2a bar plus 3b bar will become twice 1, 2, 3 plus 3 times 2, 2, 3 is this vector cross c bar is 0 bar. So you can say this is going to be 2 plus 6, which is 8. This is 4 plus 6, which is going to be 10. This is 6 plus 9, 15 cross c bar is 0 bar. That means c bar is parallel to this vector. Yeah, if c bar is parallel to 0 bar, so c bar can be taken as, okay, yeah, this is lambda into 8, 10, 15. Yeah, a dot c is 15, fine, okay. So now 73 or 15, whatever, it's a memory based. So suppose it is 73 or 15, you just apply a dot c must be say 73, or as you said it may be 15. You just apply lambda into this vector dot a bar. This is 8 plus 20 plus this is 15 3s are 45. This is the dot product, this is 73. So which is going to be, you can say 73 gets cancelled, lambda is 1. In that case, c bar is 8, 10, 15. In your case, if a dot c is 15, this becomes 15 by 73 lambda value, so that you can write 15 by 73 into this. Now I just want c bar dot, this must be done dot with 1, 1, 15. You just do, this is 8 plus 10 plus 225, that is 235, 243 is the answer. Suppose this is 15, let us suppose this is 15, here you will get 15 by 73, here you will get 15 by 73 into this, that's it. So there will be no difference with respect to this, okay. Right, here one more question, consider the system of equations has infinitely many solutions, find the value of lambda plus mu. This can be done easily with rank method, 1, 1, 1, 6, 1, 2, 5, 18, 2, 2 lambda mu. So with the help of this, try to make these two 0. So this becomes 1, 1, 1, 6. So 0, this is 1, this is 4, this is going to be 12. Then double and subtract 0, this is 0, this is lambda minus 2, and this is going to be mu minus 12. In this stage, if you want infinitely many solutions, these two must be 0. Therefore, lambda must be 2, mu must be 12. Lambda plus mu is going to be 14. 14 is the answer. If not, you can also do by Cramer's method. Just apply det is equal to 0, you will get lambda value, and again you can take determinants 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 6, 18 mu is equal to 0, you will get mu value. Okay. So, these are the two methods you can adopt to find lambda and mu. The next, dear students, coming to, you see, so few questions we have received. So, but I must appreciate the students who are watching the session today. So, even after your exam, you are interested to listen to the question, that's great. And dear students, all of you do remember that there is JEE Advanced. There is JEE Advanced batch crash course with Infinity Learn online. So, you can comfortably follow our classes sitting at home, listening to our classes, as you can clear your doubts, as well as you can practice the questions and exams and all through Infinity Learn. Right. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
Good, sir. I'm good.
Yes, sir. How is today's paper, sir?
Today's paper is also not very difficult, but I'll still say it's slightly above previous days.
Okay, sir.
So,
Fine.
we'll see, sir.
Right, sir. So, dear students, sir will be continuing, catch you up with few more questions. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you,
Fine,
sir.
Fine, sir.
Okay, let's begin with the physics section. So, please tell me in the chat, those who gave the exam today, what did you feel the physics paper was? What did you feel the physics paper level was? Because from some feedback that I have received, it was comparatively trickier as compared to the other shifts. We'll see how the questions are. So let's begin. The first one here says a balloon is moving with a speed of 10 meters per second in the upward direction. At a height of 75 meters, a stone is released. The distance traveled by the stone is how much? Now over here, I'm assuming it is moving with a constant speed throughout. Please tell me, was this with an acceleration or was this just with the speed? Because if it is a speed, then when it releases the stone is released at a speed of 10 meters per second from a height of 75 meters, right? You want the distance traveled by the stone, correct? How do you get the distance traveled? So once it is launched up by 10 meters per second, the distance it will travel, let's call that as h1. That h1 is v squared divided by 2g because it will feel the acceleration. So 10 square, 2 into 10, right? Take this out, that's 5. So it goes 5 meters up top, comes down 5 meters, and then goes another 75 meters. So 5 plus 5, 10, plus 75, that's 85. It is option C. It is option C over here. Okay? Let's move to the next question. This one says that for the logic gate shown in the diagram, find the output Y for the given input A and B. So over here, we have two AND gates. So over here, this gets a signal. This also goes A dot B. This also goes A dot B through AND gate. Both of them get the A and B in the signal. You pass it through a NOR gate. In a NOR gate, you do A dot B plus A dot B, then a whole bar on top. Now A dot B plus A dot B is just A dot B. So you have A dot B whole bar. Do we have that as an option? No, but we can expand it by a De Morgan's to get A bar plus B bar. It is option B here. Okay. We'll move to the next question. I don't want to waste a lot of time in explaining all of this. This is the last day. Now most of you would be preparing for advanced, which by the way is going to happen on this channel. But also if you have a good percentile, students, to all of you who have a good percentile, you feel you'll qualify for advanced, whether you already qualified, you have above 93 in this, and if you have quota, that percentile is a lot lower. If you have a quota, then please fill up the Google form down below, because over there you can get 100% scholarship for this advanced test, for this, not the test, the full detailed series. Every single day we'll be having classes That's almost, I'll say, 4.5 hours of classes, assignments, DPPs, structured tests, and you can get it all for free based on your percentile. So please fill up the Google form if you haven't yet. Okay. Next it says two bodies are projected at different angles and the same speed. Time of flight are 5 seconds and 10 seconds, right? So what is the ratio of the range? We know that the time of flight is 2u sine theta by g, right? It is 2u sine theta by g. It is given that it is 5 seconds and 10 seconds, right? It is given 5 seconds and 10 seconds. The range formula is u square sine 2 theta, or rather 2 sine theta cos theta whole divided by g. That is a formula for the range. Now I know both of them are launched at the same but they have time of flight as 5 seconds and 10 seconds. So using that, we can sort of get an idea about what u sine theta is, right? Because if it is 5 seconds, so you have 5 into g is 10 divided by 2. That is the u sine theta one. It's just 5. So u sine theta 1 is equal to 25. And same way, you can have this as 10 seconds, right? So then you will have 10 into 10 by 2 is u sine of theta 2. Goes with a 5 is equal to 50. Right? Now, once I know the ratio of sine theta 1 and sine theta 2, how do I put it in a cos theta? I know then sine theta 1 by sine theta 2 is equal to half. If I just divide this with this, I get that is equal to half. Now, I also need to know how does cos theta depend on it. How do I get to cos theta? So, over here, say cos theta 1 by cos theta 2 can be written as root over of 1 minus sine square theta 1 divided by 1 minus sine square theta 2. 1 second. I feel like some data is missing over here. Is this question complete, students? Is this question complete? Tell me. Was it just given that the time of flight is 5 seconds and 10 seconds? They are projected at different angles. Based on that, I think this question might be incomplete because I have sine theta 1 and sine theta 2, 1:2. On the basis of that, I need to get to cos theta 1. Otherwise, I can't get to the range. I do not know about that horizontal component. I do not know about the horizontal component. So even if I were to assume this is x and this is 2x, sine theta 1, I will get 1 minus x square by 1 minus 2x square. So I will not be able to proceed with it. Even if I divide with sine theta on both sides, I will not be able to proceed with it. So I am assuming this question something is missing. Was this question there? Tell me in the chat, students. Was this question there? Was this question there in the exam? Some data I feel is missing. 5 seconds, 10 seconds with time of flight. I need to know about ux. I need to know about ux, which I do not think with this data I will be able to get. I don't think I'll be able to get without the u. Chalo, we'll come back to this. We'll circle back. If I get a more verified question, I'll come back to it. In the meantime, let's try this one. There are two masses 3.4, 2.5 kg. Their initial velocities are 10 meters per second and 5 meters per second. They are accelerated by a constant acceleration. Distance covered in the 5th second is 96 meter and 126 meter. What is the ratio of the momentum of the bodies after 10 seconds? So we know this is the initial speed. Let's say for the first one, the distance traveled in the 5th second is 96 meter. How do I get the distance traveled in the nth second? U plus A n minus half. Only for the first particle if I do, that's 96 meter. That is the distance traveled in the 5th second. Initial speed was 10. Acceleration, let's keep it A. And we want it in the 5th second. So 5 minus 1, 5 minus half. What do I get? I get an 86 here. that's equal to A into, that's a 9 by 2. 9 by 2. So acceleration then becomes 2 into 86 divided by 9. We get that as the acceleration. Again, the values might be slightly different. But this is how you solve it. You get the acceleration. Once I have the acceleration, I want the ratio of the momentum after 10 seconds. How do I get that? I know momentum P of the first one divided by P of the second one is mass into velocity of the first one by velocity of the second one, right? M1 and M2. In this setup, what is V1? Each of them have the same acceleration, but their initial speeds are different. So you go U plus AT for 10 seconds. So it is M1 is 3.4 into initial speed was 10 plus the acceleration is 2 into 86 by 9 multiplied with the 10 divided by, this one is 2.5 into 5 plus 2 into 86 by 9 multiplied with 10 because you want it in 10 seconds. Again, I'm not solving here. It will be a long calculation. You can solve this out and eventually get the answer. Put it in a calculator and you will eventually get the answer. Okay? Let's move to our next one. It says two photons, wavelength lambda 1 and lambda 2. Well, lambda 1 is 2 lambda 2, whose value is 2 lambda. They use photoelectric effect on a metal surface emitting two photoelectrons, kinetic energies K1 and K2. You want work function where K1 is 3K2, which is 3K, right? I know K1 is equal to hc by lambda 1 minus phi. That is my first equation. And my second equation is K2 is equal to hc by lambda 2 minus phi. The phi is the same in both the cases. K1 I can write as 3K. I can write K1 as 3K. hc by lambda 1 I can write as 2 lambda minus phi. K2 see 3K2 is 3K, so K2 I can just write as K. Lambda 2 lambda 2 is 2 lambda, so lambda 2 is just lambda minus phi. Take that K, plug it in here. What will you get? You will get 3hc by lambda minus 3 phi, that is equal to hc by 2 lambda minus phi. Send it over, you get 3 minus half. 3 minus half would be 7 by 2, right? No, 5 by 2. 5 by 2 hc by lambda, that would be equal to 2 phi. So the work function is, send it down, 5 by 4 hc by lambda. If they would have asked what is the threshold wavelength, that would have been 4 lambda by 5. That would have been the answer. Okay. Next one. This says a block is attached to a spring and has natural frequency F1. If the spring is cut in two equal halves and only one half of the spring is connected to the block, then the frequency becomes F2. What is F2 by F1? We know the frequency is just proportional to root over of the spring constant. Because omega is root k by m, so it just depends on that k. The mass is kept the same, right? Now what happens if I cut it in equal halves? If the original spring had a spring constant k, this one half of the spring will have a spring constant of 2k. Remember, the spring constant becomes inversely proportional to the length in which you cut it. So you can clearly see that because frequency F2 by F1 is just root over of K2 by K1. K2 is what? 2K. Down here I have a K, cancel it out. You just have a root 2. That is the answer. Okay. Next question. This is a units and measurements question. It says H is the magnetic field just tell me, is it magnetic field or magnetizing field? Because if it is magnetic field, I'm assuming it should have been written with B. H is more like a magnetizing field. But chalo, I'll take it magnetic field for now. X is the distance, T is the time, epsilon naught is the permittivity, and E is the electric field. Okay. I want to find what is the value of PQRS. Okay. I'll find out what is PQRS. Now over here, I can find dimensionally what is the dimensions of magnetic field. I can use F is equal to QVB, or rather ILB. I can use the formula. So B is equal to F by IL. F dimensionally is MLT minus 2. Current is A, length is L. Take it out. MT minus 2, A minus 1. That is the dimension of magnetic field. Chalo, we got that down. Next thing I need is dimensions of X, length, not a problem. T, time, not a problem. What is the dimension of epsilon naught? Okay. Before that, let's go for dimensions of electric field. So I know F is equal to QE, right? So the dimensions of electric field is dimension of force by charge. Force is what? Force is MLT minus 2 divided by, this is A into T, because charge is current into time dimensionally. So I get dimensions of electric field as ML T minus 3 A minus 1. That is the electric field over here. 4 session 2, 43 questions. Yeah, that's a good attempt. That's a good attempt. Kaushlendra. That's a good attempt. Okay? We got the electric field. Now see, to get epsilon naught, I will actually use something. I know electric field by Gauss law. Electric field into area, rather. I should not write electric field. The electric flux, electric field into area is Q by epsilon naught, right? So epsilon naught can be written as charge divided by electric field into area. So that way I can easily get what is the dimensions of epsilon naught. Charge is dimensionally current into time. Electric field we just got MLT minus 3 A minus 1. And area is just an L2. I can solve here epsilon naught is equal to M minus 1 L minus 3 A2 T4. This is the dimension of epsilon naught. Once you have that down, you can just put it in over here individually with all of the independent magnetic dimensions I've found. Plug them in, solve it. I'm not doing the full solution here. The full solution with the answer key would be provided in the PDF. So please fill up that Google form and then join our Telegram channel. Over there you will get the detailed solution. The Runner series helped? Great, great. So happy that it was of help to you. It's your hard work. You come to these sessions, you see them. Okay, next one we move into, it says length is 30 centimeter solenoid, has 10 turns per centimeter, and the area of the solenoid is 5 centimeters squared. Current changes from 2 amperes to 4 amperes in 3.1 second. What is the EMF? So over here, first thing I find is the self-inductance. Self-inductance is mu naught N square A into L. This is the formula for self-inductance of a solenoid. I can find the value 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. N square, this is turns per unit length. That is 10 turns per centimeter. Remember, I have to bring it to SI unit. So if it is 10 turns per centimeter, 10 turns per centimeter, so it would be into 100. That would be 1000 turns per meter. It would be 1000 turns per meter, right? So I replace this with 10 to the power 3 whole square because 1000 and it's an N square. Area of the solenoid is given as 5 centimeters square. 5 into 10 to the power minus 4. Take to SI unit. And the length is 30 centimeter, which is 0.3. Again, I'll not go into the calculations here, students. You can calculate this L value. Okay. You can calculate this L value and then you can move into the EMF. E is equal to L delta I over delta T. Your L value you get from here, you plug that L value in here. Delta I is that change in I is 2 ampere to 4 ampere. That's like 2 ampere here. In fact, I can put the L value in. That would be 4 pi, 4 into 5, that's a 20 into 0.3, that would be 6. 6 pi into minus 7 plus 6, minus 1. Okay, did I miss anything here? Minus 1, and then that's 10 to the power minus 5. This is what I get. If I believe everything, that's a 20 pi into 0.3, that's a 6 pi. And that's a minus 1 minus 5, yes. So we put 6 pi, 10 to the power minus 5. Change in current is 2 amperes, 2 ampere to 4 ampere, 2 amperes, divided by the time is 3.14, so I can call it pi. This pi goes, I have 12 into 10 to the power minus 5, so alpha value is equal to 12. Okay. Next question. This says the initial pressure P, volume V, and change in internal energy when the volume increases adiabatically from 5 volt to 27 volt for a monoatomic gas of 1 mole. So first and foremost, what is the new volume? What is the new pressure? How can I get to the new pressure? I know P into V to the power, because it's a monoatomic gas, its gamma value is 5/3. It's an adiabatic process. That is equal to the new pressure P2 into 27V to the power 5/3, right? So P2 is equal to P into V divided by 27V whole to the power 5/3. Take the V's out. So I have P2, P into 27 cube root is 3, 1/3 to the power 5. So P2 is equal to, where is it? 3 to the power 5 would go to how much? It would go to 81 and then another 243. Alright. Now they are asking what is the change in internal energy. Now change in internal energy for an adiabatic process is just negative of the work done. And I can easily get to what is the work done. What is the work done? I can easily get to, that is P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by 1 minus gamma. Gamma is 5/3. I know P1 V1, that is P into V, minus P2 V2, this is P by 243, sorry, P by 243 into the volume is 27V divided by 1 minus 5/3, right? What do we get here? We get over here 27 by 243 will actually go with a 9. So PV minus PV by 9, and over here I will get PV minus PV by 9 would be 8/9 PV whole divided by, this would be 1 minus 5/3 would be minus 2/3. So I can basically put it minus 2, and over here I put a 3. 3 cancels, puts here, 2 cancels, puts 4 here. So it is minus 4/3 PV. This is exactly this shift question, Shravan. This is exactly April, this April 2nd shift, 8th April 2nd shift. Okay. All right. So I think the chemistry sir would be here very soon. In the meantime, I'll tell you all about our JEE Advanced Intensive Crash Course. This is for all students who have qualified for Advanced, and based on your percentile, if you have anything close to 99 or above 99, you can get a 100% scholarship. You don't have to pay a penny. And this crash course will come with everyday classes from 2 p.m. to 6:15, 4 hours, 15 minutes of classes, physics, chemistry, maths, all three. There are DPPs, there are assignments, there are JEE Advanced level tests, and you can get it all for free. Just fill up the Google form, and it's not like a lottery or anything, based on your percentile. So if you feel you have a shot at advanced, it might be you're clearing the advanced cutoff. Even based on your category, you might have a quota, an OBC quota, SC quota, STO quota, which means your advanced cutoff is a lot lower. Even then, fill up that form. You will immediately get all the details. Someone will contact you and put you into the batch. This batch starts from April 13th. So please fill it up, because there are limited seats. It's not like unlimited, no matter, anyone can join at any time. It's a limited seats. The seats are getting filled up really fast because it's extremely cheap, and for most students it is free. Our only goal here is that you might be studying for mains from somewhere, from your coaching, so on and so forth. Okay. Range was asked, not the ratio. Where was range asked? Where was range asked? This question, are you saying, Rai Saruna? That could be a possibility. That projected different angles, same speed, that they have the same range but the time of flight is different. It could be that. Then it's just complementary angles. But I'll re-verify this question and come. I'll re-verify this question once. Okay. So please, students, fill up the Google form link now. And remember, no matter what has happened in this, you still have a bunch of exams still pending. If you are clearing the advanced cutoff, if you feel confident about advanced, focus down on it, double down on it, focus heavily on it. Otherwise, you still have a lot of exams. You have the BITSAT, you have the private engineering colleges, you might have your own state government college exams, entrance exams, so on and so forth. So please give them, do not think of a drop right now. Give the exams, let the exams be over. After that, you can consider a drop if you feel. And for all those, once again, fill up the Google form that you feel you have the potential to crack advanced. All right. So we have Dr. Sarfraz sir here with the chemistry paper. Sir.
Hello, all of you all.
Thank you, sir. Please take it over.
So already your physics faculty Anudra sir has informed you about the crash batch. So I'm not going to discuss it directly. We'll come to the chemistry questions. So dear students, chemistry paper was moderate. So now, since today is the last session, overall all the chemistry shifts have appeared moderate. I would like to inform everybody. Okay, is it clear, everyone? So all the papers have come very moderate. So let us discuss some chemistry questions which appeared in today's evening shift 2. There is no shift 1 today, only shift 2 is there, so we have to discuss it. Okay, dear friends. So which of the following gives violet color with neutral FeCl3? See, violet color with neutral FeCl3 is a clear indication that it should have phenolic OH group, right? It should have phenolic OH group, right? It should have phenolic OH. So any group which has phenolic OH, okay, will give neutral FeCl3 violet color. So if you put in neutral FeCl3, you are going to get violet color, right? So from this, cytosine is actually present in, okay, nucleic acids. Serine is sulfur containing, it has SH group. Tyrosine structure, if you see, dear students, it also came in iodinated compound. So this is tyrosine. So you can see in tyrosine you are having phenolic OH. Alanine is simply methylated compound. It does not have any phenolic OH. So hence the answer is tyrosine is the answer, because due to the presence of phenolic OH. So here you can see you are having a phenolic OH. So hence the answer is tyrosine. Okay, dear students. So let's go to the next question. Benzene react with CO. Okay, benzene C6H6 is reacting with CO in ALC, in hydrochloric acid. If I directly tell you, this is going to give you C6H5 and CHO, this is benzaldehyde, okay, and this is a very famous reaction which is called Gattermann's Koch reaction. Okay, it's called Gattermann's Koch reaction. Then he's saying that this is X. Okay, this is X. Then he's telling that benzene with ethanoyl chloride. So benzene C6H6 will ethanoyl chloride means acetyl chloride in AlCl3. So everybody know this is, you are very well aware that this is Friedel-Crafts acylation, right? So hence the product which you are going to get is C6H5 C double bond of CH3 acetophenone. When heated with base, so this is Y. So when you heat it with base, correct? So everybody should know, when you heat with base, then you will get C6H5 C double bond O, this is CH double bond CH, this is pH. Nothing but this is Claisen-Schmidt reaction, right? It is Claisen-Schmidt reaction you are going to get. So what is the question? Number of pi bonds in Z. So here you will have 3 pi bonds, here you have 1, here this is 1 and here 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 8, 8 is the answer. Okay dear students, 8 will be the final answer for this one. Next, increasing order of bond length. So everybody know for this one the bond length is, or you can write separately, O2 plus 1, the bond length will be 2.5. O2, sorry, bond order is 2.0. O2 minus 2, bond length 1.0, and O2 minus 1, it is 1.5. So hence the answer will be increasing bond order. So this must come right. So least. So answer must be option D. Got it dear students? So bond order is here 1.5. Instead of doing here, I have done here. So what is the bond order? Oh, bond length is asking. Sorry, mistake, my mistake. Actually, I thought bond. Okay. So this is bond order. So bond order is inversely proportional to bond length. Okay. So hence the answer should be reverse. So answer should be option C. Actually, if this is the order, correct order of bond order. If you reverse this, you can see this is the order of bond length. So for bond order, D is correct. For bond length, C is correct. Okay. Yeah, questions have appeared based upon the memory of the students. Next one. Which of the following statements are correct? All monosaccharides are reducing sugars. Yes. All monosaccharides are reducing, let it be aldoses, let it be ketoses, they are reducing sugar. Glucose, gallose, mannose, fructose, arabinose, xylose, xylulose, gulose, iodose, everyone is reducing. So first one is correct. So if first one is correct, then B will be wrong. Here glycogen is animal starch, this we study in school. This we study in school. So fourth one is also correct. So if directly have jumped it, so all oligosaccharides give same monosaccharide? No. Oligo means they will give you 3 to 9 units of glucose. Yes or no? They don't give same. Right? 3 is wrong. So 3 wrong means this will go out. Okay? Right? Answer is such one. Sorry. Now this question has appeared. Calcium carb, 2 equations he gave, Kp1, Kp2. He is asking the partial pressure of CO at equilibrium is X. Find X is telling. So dear students, so for Kp1, everybody can see Kp1. You can see this is gas. This is solid. Ignored. So it is equal to pressure of carbon dioxide. Okay, dear students. Then for this one, if you see, this is solid. So Kp2 is equal to pressure of carbon monoxide square upon pressure of carbon dioxide. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Everybody can check. So if you try to put equation 1 into, then you will get, right, Kp2 is equal to pressure of carbon monoxide whole square upon Kp1. So what is Kp2? 2. So 2 is equal to pressure of carbon monoxide square upon, this is how much, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So on solving, partial pressure of carbon monoxide will come 4 into 10 to the power of minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to 4. Check everyone. So simply I have written for both, for between both relationship is developed and you got the value of x. Okay. Next, the number of monobrominated products in the following reaction including stereo. I think this question came at least 5 times in JEE. If I am not wrong to my memory, in JEE this question repeated minimum how many times? 5 times it has come in JEE. Till now to my memory, maybe it has come more than that, but minimum 5 times it has come. Right. So bromine can come here 1, here 2, 3 and 4. So here you can see, here you have chiral carbon here. So this is 2. Here you don't have chiral carbon, it is 1. Here you can see this is chiral carbon. So again this is 2. Here no chiral carbon, this is 1. So what is the answer including stereo? Answer will be 6. 1. Right. Okay. Got it, dear students? Okay, we have 2 more questions. So bromine trifluoride auto-ionizes to form BrF2 plus and BrF4 plus. Okay, so first we'll see the structure of Br3. So Br3 Br3. So you have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. This one is ionized into BrF2 plus. BrF2 plus means the lone pairs will not get affected, only one bond will decrease, and BrF4 minus means the lone pairs will not change. Lone pairs are not going to change. Hence, this will become AB2 L2 molecule. This will become AB4 L2 molecule. Because the fluorine is coming out with the whole bond and the fluorine is joining with the whole bond. So, hence, this will be having what shape? Bent shape. And this will be having what shape? Square planar shape. Yes or no? So, answer is option C. Okay. So dear students, now crash course is coming. This I will tell you. So, number of aromatic compounds in the given following is. So, here you can see everyone. Okay. All the carbons, all of them are sp2 and here you have 2 pi electrons. So, it is aromatic. Okay. Here you can see sp3 carbons are there. This is non-aromatic, right? Right? Got everyone? Here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7. This has 14 pi electrons. Excuse me. This has 14 pi electrons. This is also aromatic in nature. Okay, so this is also aromatic in nature. Excuse me. So now all of you all can see first one is aromatic 2 pi electrons, second one has sp3 carbons. Right. So now coming to the option C, benzoquinone, everybody can see, is it aromatic or not? Okay. So now dear students, now, so benzoquinone we can clearly see it is not aromatic, clear? So how many are aromatic? Only among these 2 are aromatic, right? Okay dear students, so now coming to the discussion, again same every time we are discussing that we are going to start a crash batch, crash course, strong, powerful on 13th of April, okay, 30 days, okay, timing is 2 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. Monday to Saturday, daily classes will be there, you will be having examinations, IELTS full form is Infinity Learn Test Series, okay, and the paper will be discussed to you, okay, and we have a separate WhatsApp group where you can ask your doubts 24/7, and once the faculty sees it, he will reply it. So please everyone, you can see the Google form. Sir, please send the Google form, right? So dear students, please fill the Google form, and the students who are getting good percentile like 99.8, 9, etc. I think Infinite Learn is going to provide them almost negligible fees, and if you cross 99.9, I think almost the fees will be neglected to you. So everyone please fill up this form, our team will get connected to you, contacted to you, and you can immediately begin the intensive specialized crash course. So now I welcome Bharat sir, mathematics expert.
Yes,
He'll
sir.
continue your class. Thank you sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, dear students, we shall go with math questions. Yeah, here are few more questions related to math. Here this is the differential equation given x into root of 1 minus x square dy minus y into root of 1 minus x square into x square cos inverse x dx equal to 0. So of course y of 1 is given as 1, and we have to find f of y of 1 by 2. Right, okay. Here you can just align the question like x into, let me change the pen color. Yeah, x into root of 1 minus x square into dy is y into root of 1 minus x square minus x square cos inverse x, correct, into dx. You bring the dx part here. So you can just divide this becomes dy by dx is equal to, right. So now you just divide with this, you will get y by x minus x cos inverse x by root of 1 minus x square. Now it is just LDE, right. So this becomes dy by dx minus 1 by x into y is minus x into cos inverse x by root of 1 minus x square, right. Here you see it is LDE, minus 1 by x is p of x, e power integral p dx will become e power integral minus 1 by x dx, which becomes e power minus ln x, so which is 1 by x is the integrating factor. Therefore, the solution will become y into integrating factor is equal to integral of integrating factor into this, you will get minus cos inverse x by root of 1 minus x square into dx. You just take cos inverse x as t, minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square dx will become dt. So integral t dt, which becomes t square by 2, t square by 2 plus c. Therefore friends, you got here y by x is cos inverse x whole square by 2 plus c. To find c, it is given that since it is a continuous function, y of 1 is equal to 1. Put x1, y1, this is 1 is equal to cos inverse 1 will become cos 0 pi by 2, and you can say cos inverse 1 means cos becomes 1 at, you can say, yeah, 0. So this is 0. So c value is 1. Therefore, you will get here y by x is equal to cos inverse x whole square by 2 plus 1. Now you just want, yeah, you just want y of 1 by 2. You put x is 1 by 2, this becomes 2y is cos inverse 1 by 2 will become pi by 3, whose square is pi square by 9 by 2, 18 plus 1. So, y will become pi square by 36 plus 1 by 2. Option A is the right answer, right? It is a simple standard differential equation, okay? It's a standard differential equation, okay? This question was not there in the shift, okay? You see, there may be, because these are memory based, so there may be few things here and there, okay? So, but this is the differential equation what we have received through memory based, okay? Yeah. So, next question, you see the mean and variance of 4 observations. You see 4 observations for n1 is equal to 4, mean x1 bar is 1, variance sigma 1 square is 13. Another data, mean of n2 observations 6, mean x2 bar is 2 and variance is going to be 1. So, then the variance of the 10 observations together he is asking, okay. So, combined variance formula is n1 into sigma 1 square d1 square plus n2 into sigma 2 square plus d2 square by n1 plus n2 is the formula for combined variance, right? Samjhe? So, now you need to find d1, d2. For that, first of all, you need to find combined mean. Combined mean is n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar by n1 plus n2 is the combined mean. You see, n1 x1 bar is 4, n2 x2 bar is 12, 12 plus 4 16 by 10, which is 1.6. Now, you can say d1 is nothing but x1 bar minus x bar. So, 1 minus 1.6, you say 0.6 is the difference, and d2 is nothing but see x bar minus x2 is going to be 0.4. You just substitute these values, dear students. N1 is going to be 4 into sigma 1 square is going to be 13 and d1 square is 0.36 plus n2 is going to be, you can say 6 into sigma 2 square is 1, d2 square is 1 point, so 0.4 is 0.16, right? Yeah, by you can write n1 plus n2 is 10. So, guys, you will get the value of sigma, right? You just simplify this, you will get the answer. This is a standard and routine model to find the combined mean related to statistics, okay? Next, dear students, you see this integral, you can just, this wherever you see x power 4 plus x square plus 1, its factors x square plus x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. So, this is integral 0 to 2. If you cancel the term, you will get root x by root x plus 1 into root of x square minus x plus 1 dx. I think everybody understood this standard step, because this particular thing is a factor of this. Now, here you can observe integral 0 to 2 root x by, you can multiply this x plus a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square, a cube minus b cube. In this stage, a cube, you can write a plus b into this will become a cube plus b cube, right? So, now you just take x power 3 by 2 as t. If you take x power 3 by 2 as t, dear students, this 3 by 2 into x power 1 by 2 dx will become dt. So, accordingly, when x is 0, t is 0, when x is 2, this is going to be 2 power 3 by 2, and 3 by 2 you just multiply and 2 by 3 you write here. This is 2 by 3 into this becomes dt by root of, you can write t square plus 1, correct? This is a standard integral, dear students. So, here 2 by 3 into log mod t plus root of t square plus 1 between the limits 0 to 2 power 3 by 2. If you just substitute 2 power 3 by 2, log of 2 power 3 by 2 plus this becomes 8 plus 1, 9 under root is 3, plus if you put 0, this is log 1 is 0. So 2 by 3 into log of 2 power 3 by 2 plus 3 is the answer. Yeah, this is the right answer, correct. So simple question it is, right. The next, you see this question, so here he must give, it is a polynomial, this is going to be infinite GP, which becomes a by 1 minus r, which is 2 by 3, and hence it becomes 3. So log f of x base 2 is equal to log 3 base 2 into log of 1 plus f of x by f of 1 by x base 3, it is given. It must be base 3. Now you see log 3 by log 2, log by this gets cancelled. You will get log f of x base 2 is log of 1 plus f of x by f of 1 by x base 2. So these two must be same. So this becomes f of x is equal to 1 plus f of x by f of 1 by x, which gives, friends, if you just multiply, you will get f of x into f of 1 by x is equal to f of x plus f of 1 by x. He must have given f of x is a polynomial. This is the standard functional relation. When f of x is polynomial, it must be 1 plus or minus x power n. He has given f of 6 is 37, therefore f of x must be 1 plus x square. This is the only possibility. So you need to apply sigma n is equal to 1 to 10. If you apply just f of x is sigma x is equal to 1 to 10, this becomes 10. Sum of squares of first 10 natural numbers, n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, 3 2 times 2 7 times, this is 770, which is 10 plus 350 plus 35, 385, which is 395 is going to be the answer for this, right. So that is all about this particular question, which is simplification based logarithms cum functional relations related question. Then coming to this complex numbers question, the number of values of z belongs to C satisfying both the equations. You please observe that this represents a circle with center 4 comma 8 and radius root 10. So this is going to be the circle. Yeah. The next, you observe that this is like PA plus PB is equal to K, which represents an ellipse. Yeah. So with the two foci 3 comma 5 and 5 comma 11. You just observe that the midpoint is 4 comma 8. So you can just feel like if this is the center of the circle, one end is 3 comma 5, other end is 5 comma 11. So this represents an ellipse with these two as the foci. Now how about the ellipse? Center is this. So now ellipse, this K is nothing but, so PA plus PB is equal to K is nothing but 2A. In 2A is going to be 4 root 5, A is nothing but 2 root 5, which is going to be root 20 in fact. Root 20, this is already we know that root 10 this is radius. So root 20 means it will be here. This is the point, semi-major axis. Now you need to find the semi-minor axis, the distance between the two foci. So that is 2AE is going to be, obviously this is root 10 and root 10, this is 2 root 10 this is. So AE is going to be root 10 here. So now you just find B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. So that is A square minus A square E square. A square is going to be 20, this is 10, B is nothing but again B square is nothing but 10. So B is going to be 10 here. So when B is equal to 10, B must be root 10. So this ellipse will have this root 10 in the sense this goes like this. So this ellipse must be like this. You just compute this circle and ellipse. In that case, the common points would be 2. Okay. You just see here 2A is 4 root 5, A is 2 root 5, which is root 20. distance between these two, this is going to be, you can write 2 square plus 6 square root 40, that is 2 root 10. AE must be root 10. B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. A square is nothing but 20 minus A square E square is nothing but 10. B square is 10. B must be root 10. From here it has to go like this. So the common points are going to be 2 here. Okay. The next, friends, this question related to ellipse. This represents an ellipse. The axis is y-axis. If axis is y-axis, the ellipse is second kind of ellipse. That means this must be a smaller number than this. That is, f of a square plus 2a plus 7 must be less than f of 3a plus 14. But he said f is a decreasing function, so which implies a square plus 2a plus 7 must be greater than 3a plus 14, which gives a square minus a minus 7 greater than 0, whose solution will be like r minus of some closed interval. Perfect. So suppose this, its roots are alpha comma beta, you will get the solution like minus infinity to alpha union beta to infinity. Alpha beta are going to be the roots of this equation. Is simply asking alpha plus beta sum of its roots, which is going to be 1. 1 is the root, right? Okay. So friends, these are the questions related to math. So the questions are not so tough, but you can comfortably answer these questions, right? The next, dear students, so I mean to say all together, so all of you, those, I must congratulate all the students, those who have written JEE Mains 2026, January as well as April. I know that your performance is definitely good. You must, those who are having good chance of getting qualified for JEE Advanced, please do attempt JEE Advanced exam, and it is going to be, we are going to have a crash course from April 13th to May 13th, of course May 15th, so that there all the senior faculty will be discussing interesting questions, will give strategy for JEE Advanced, so that you can attempt the exam well, right? Those who are, I mean to say, here in the description the link is given. You please give your data based on your performance in JEE Main. You will also get certain percentage of discount, good discount as well based on your performance, right? Fine, sir. I welcome our physics sir. Hello sir, Akshay sir.
Hi sir.
Hi. Yeah, now you just continue physics questions.
Okay sir.
Right.
Thank you so much for
Thanks,
this
sir.
opportunity. And how are you doing, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. How was the today's paper, guys? Okay, first let's discuss the questions and then we'll discuss about this as well. Look, two objects 1 and 2 travel 104 meters and 120 meters in 50th second. Okay, so this is in 50th second. Okay, it is already given in the problem. Okay, with initial speeds 5 meter per second and 12 meter per second. Moderate. Okay, I have already subscription. Okay, in Chaitanya. Good. Now look at here. 50th second with initial speeds of 5 meter per second, 12 meter per second respectively. Their masses are 3 kilogram and 2.5 kilogram. The ratio of momentum of object 1 to object 2 at t equals 50 seconds. Okay, so what we could do here, so we know that S nth formula is what? U plus A by 2, 2n minus 1, right? Let's put that here. So in 50th second for object 1, distance covered is given as 104 meters. Okay, initial velocity was given 5 meter per second. A1, let's call it A1. So its acceleration is A1 meter per second square and its acceleration is A2 meter per second square. Fine. Now A1 by 2 and 2n minus 1 means twice of 50th second. So 2n minus 1, that means 99, and 104 minus 5, 99 equals a1 by 2, 99. Cancel out 99. So a1 would be what? 2 meter per second square. Fine. Let's apply same formula for the second object. So 120 would be what? Initial velocity, that is given as 12, and plus acceleration 2 by 2, and twice of 50 minus 1 again. So 100 minus 1, that is 19. 120 minus 12, 108 equals a1 by 2 into 99. From here, value of a1 would be what? So acceleration 2 actually. So acceleration for second object would be 108 into 2 by 99. Okay, let's keep it as it is. The ratio of momentum of object 1 to 2. So ratio of momentum would be what? P1 upon P2, that will be mass 1 3 kilograms, mass 2 2.5 kilograms, and initial velocity 5 plus a1t. a1 is 2 into t time is 100 seconds, and similarly u plus at, 12 meter per second plus at, acceleration is a2 into time is 100. Okay, now you could do this. Okay guys, so final answer would be around 1.04, and that is near 1.04 is near to 1. Okay, easy? Yes or no? Question was easy? Okay, now look at the question number 2. In question number 2, we have a solid cylinder has velocity of center of mass is given as 9 meter per second, and omega is also given. Okay, find time after which it will start pure rolling. So this was the object, and we have friction, and coefficient of friction is also given 0.25. Okay, so initially its velocity of center of mass were difficult. Is it difficult, guys? Still it is difficult. You just need to apply the formula. Yeah, you could argue with me that calculation is difficult, but otherwise question is easy. Now look, what is here? Velocity for center of mass is given as 9 meter per second, and omega is given as VCM by 4R. Okay, what is the meaning of pure rolling? Pure rolling means V should be equal to omega R, right? So let's say after some time velocity becomes V dash or V, whatever you want you can call it, V dash velocity, and omega becomes omega dash. Let's say omega becomes omega dash. The meaning of pure rolling is this V dash should be omega dash R. Yes or no? V dash equals omega dash R. Okay, now what can we do here? About this point, friction is working in opposite direction. Friction always opposes relative motion, right? Yes sir, good. Friction opposes relative motion. That means we can say one thing, that angular momentum about this point would be conserved. Yes, angular momentum about this O point would be conserved. So let's say, okay, let's apply that. Initial angular momentum would be what? mvr. Mass is given? No. Okay, no issue. V velocity is 9 meter per second at r distance. R is given? Okay, no. mvr plus I omega. I is what? For solid cylinder, that is mr square by 2. mr square by 2. mr square by 2 omega is given as v center of mass by 4r. Now we can cancel out r and then we are left with m 9r, and vcm is also given as 9 meter per second. So I'm writing this v center of mass as 9 meter per second. Okay, then look, so m r is common, 9 plus m r 9 by 8. Okay, now final momentum, final angular momentum, because we are applying conservation of angular momentum, right? Now final angular momentum about O is m v dash r plus I omega. I is what? M r square by 2 and omega. Okay, omega is what? Omega is omega dash, so omega dash could be written as v dash by r. V dash by r, cancel out r. Now what is common here? M r is common, v dash and v dash by 2. Okay, initial angular momentum equals final angular momentum, right? Because friction is working at this point, that means torque of friction about O is 0. About O is 0. That means we could apply about O conservation of angular momentum. Okay, equals m r and v dash plus v dash by 2, 3 by 2 v dash, m r. So 9 at the 72 plus 9, 81 by 8 equals, from there we have 3 by 2 v dash. So 3, so 9 9 ja 81, 9 3 ja 27, 2 4 ja 8, right? V dash is 27 by 4 meter per second. Now we could apply that v dash equals initial velocity minus at. Okay, and a will be what? A will be acceleration is due to what? Due to friction. So a could be written as mu g. Yes or no? We can write it as mu g. So v dash is 27 by 4 meter per second. Initial velocity was 9 for center of mass, minus mu g. Mu is given 0.25 into 10 into t. So then 0.25 into 10, 2.5 t. 2.5 t equals 9 minus 27 by 4. Okay, 9 4s are 36, 37 minus 27, 9 by 4. Now 2.5 t. So t equals 9 by 4 by 2.5. 2.5 means remove this point and increase 1 point here. Then 5 2s are and 5 5s are, 2 2s are 4, 9 by 10 or 0.9 seconds. Easy? Understood? T will be what? 0.9 seconds. Guys, do you have any doubt in this question? Any doubt? No doubts? Okay, let's move to the next problem. In this problem, we have dipole moment of a system with Q1 and Q2 at R1, at R2 is, okay. So, first of all, we have coordinate system. In that coordinate system, let's say this is R1 and R2. At R1, we have 3 microcoulombs, and at R2, minus 9 microcoulombs. Okay, and R1 and R2 is given like this respectively. is of magnitude. So what will be the magnitude of dipole moment? Look, so that would be what? So basically that would be sigma qi ri. So 3 microcoulombs ri. That 3 microcoulombs is at r1 vector, and r1 vector is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 3 k cap. Okay, and then minus 9 microcoulombs at I cap plus j cap plus k cap. So this could be written as 3 2 the 6. Okay, let me take micro outside, and 3 2 the 6 I cap, and 3 2 the 6, 3 3 the 9 j cap, and 3 3 the 9 k cap, minus 9 I cap, and minus 9 j cap, minus 9 k cap, and then coulomb meter. Now you solve the value, 6 I cap minus 9 I cap, that means minus 3 I cap, then 9 j cap minus 9 j cap, 0 j cap, plus 9 k cap minus 9 k cap, 0 k cap, micro coulomb meter. Got the answer? Okay. In which question? In the previous one? What is wrong over here, Dhruv? See, torque of friction is 0 about O, so we could apply conservation of angular momentum. Okay. Still, do you have any doubt? No? Okay then. So thank you so much guys for joining us. Now Bharat sir will say something. Okay.
Thank you sir. Yes. Yeah, dear students, we shall have few more math questions. This is integral pi by 6 to pi by 4 cot of x minus pi by 6 plus cot of x plus pi by 6 plus 1. It is like, you see, cot A, cot B plus 1. You just recall cot of A minus B formula, which is cot A cot B plus 1 by cot B minus cot A. This is the formula. So you just feel this is angle A, this is angle B. So cot A cot B plus 1 you can write as integral pi by 6 to pi by 4. You can write as cot of A minus B into cot B minus cot A. Or you can write cot of B minus A into cot A minus cot B. Anything is fine. Cot of B minus A will become, x gets cancelled, 2 pi by 6 is pi by 3. Cot pi by 3, which is cot B minus A, into cot A minus cot B, that is cot of x minus pi by 6 minus cot of x plus pi by 6. Now this is easy for you to do, because cot 60 degrees is 1 by root 3 into integral pi by 6 to pi by 4 cot x integral, which is cos x by sin x, log mod sin x. This is going to be, you can write directly, this is log mod sin of x minus pi by 6 minus log mod sin of x plus pi by 6. Yeah, you just apply the limits pi by 6 to pi by 4. Now the substitution gives pi by 6 to pi by 4, which is 1 by root 3 into log mod sin of x minus pi by 6 by sin of x plus pi by 6. Just apply the limits pi by 6 to pi by 4. If you just substitute pi by 4, 45 minus 30 degrees sin 15 degrees by sin 75 degrees, which is 1 by root 3 into log mod sin 15 is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 by root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2, which becomes, you can write, yeah, so 2 minus root 3, because root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1, and you can write at pi by 6 you will get 0. So log 0, that limit tends to, I mean to say, you can, modulus is there anyhow, you can write the simplification part, you can just apply the limits, you will get root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1, the other part becomes 0. This way you can easily evaluate this particular integral. The next one, this question, LHS, you maintain 2 outside, you take 13 inside, you can write 2 cube into 13 by 3 into 12C2. This is 2 power 5 into 13 by 5 into 12C4 plus and so on, 2 power 13 into 13 by 13 into 12C12, which you can write twice. This is 13C3, you can write 2 cube into 13C3 plus 2 power 5 into 13C5 plus and so on, 2 power 13 into 13C13. Now you can observe these are expansion. Of course 13C1 is missing, you just add and subtract that, that is 2 power 1 into 13C1 you add, rest of all the terms same, this is 2 power 13 into 13C13 minus 2 into 13C1 it is. Now if you just write 2 into up to this minus 4 into 13C1, this part you can write 1 plus 13, 1 plus 2 whole power 13 minus 1 minus 2 whole power 13 minus 52 this is, which is going to be 3 power 13, this is minus 1 power 13 will become plus 1 minus 51. So it is like 3 power 13 minus alpha, this alpha is going to be 51. 51 is the right answer for this. So dear students, in a nutshell, these are the questions related to JEE Main last shift of 2026 April session. So dear students, yeah, so which one you are asking, man? So yeah, so alt, you mean to say about the difficulty level of the paper? So I can say here indirectly, dear students, here important thing in the previous question, this is correct itself, because NCR into here n plus 1 CR plus 1 is there. So you can write 13C3 here, 13C5, 13C13. You can write, you simply add one more term and subtract, so that you can write like this. Okay. So dear students, all of you, I suggest to go with, you see, JEE Advanced program of Infinity Learn online program crash course starts from April 13th. So dear students, that's all a wonderful series of memory based questions based on JEE Main 2026 April session. Thank you. See you guys. Wish you all the best. Stay tuned to Infinity Learn. Fine.